Yeah, I think so. I mean, Karmine Corp clearly have a game plan. They know that they are going to be in the grand finals against another best team in Europe. They know they've been here 5 times in a row, let's bear in mind.
Oh, yeah.
So they are completely aware of what these entail. A 4-0 is going to be rare in the grand finals. Unless you're Gen G in North America, sometimes it just sort of happens. But opportunities to show off why you are going to be going through, ideally for Karmine Corp, as the #1 team in Europe to the San Diego Major, which, by the way, everyone can buy tickets for still. Exclamation mark tickets in the chat. Please make sure you do. I'd love to go and see you there. And rep your teams if you are going to be going.
I am completely certain, by the way, you mentioned Gen G. They've publicly said that they're looking forward to playing KC and vice versa. These teams on Twitter have said that they wish to play each other. I bet Gen G are watching this one right now and taking notes about what Team Liquid are doing.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if Team Liquid are going to be able to take down a couple of games, ideally... They just can't get goals like that, however.
Oh, that was so close from Oski. The redirect of his dreams that they're going to keep on going. Atow can still turn it into gold, and he manages it. 1-0 Liquid.
Did not slow down for a second. The pass central, Exotic did not know that was coming in, and Atow chasing the ball like a rat down a drain pipe. The first minute sees Liquid with 1.
He's so nimble. The speed that he showed there to keep that one alive. And it shows reason number 7568 why we're not pros. You and I, we were mourning the fact that that goal didn't go in from Oski. They just got on with it and scored.
Minute gone, up are Liquid, and Itachi wants to make it even. A pass central again. Those passes are starting to be found out by Liquid.
Yeah, they're reading them. You're right. That's a huge momentum shift as well. But they can go solo. Vatira's going to try and do just that. Actually, he fakes it for Itachi. That was a real chance for Itachi, but the attack continues with Vatira now. Around the corner he wants to go. Wants to just force this one into the top right, but Liquid hold firm.
Vatira's control in the air there was like a ballerina with a ball on their nose. Being able to hold it high and then continue wrapping around it is blowing my mind.
Do you think ballerina?
Don't dive into it. Don't dive into it.
Okay, let's just carry on. Let's hope the defense don't dive into this one as Atow is asking questions of Exotic. Good clearance. Vatira did have a pass to the left. I think he should have found his teammate there.
2 minutes gone, and this lead still for Liquid. Opportunities are rising again to make it 2, but Vatira saving it away into that back right corner. Oski doesn't get there too convincingly in the center for a pass. Reluctant to, I think, dive in particularly deep, knowing that this lead can be held. But you said, Cole, that their best defense is by attacking.
Yeah, they're still an incredibly fast team, our Team Liquid, even though we're talking about how they have added the extra bit of balance. Maybe most boosted still. I know that in the majority of regionals, Oski and Atow are the top 2 for average pace. They just keep on flying, right?
Yeah,
they will never
their boost down.
They use it. Oh, Vatira, he's just about saved. Exotic's coming in, but Oski with the in and out keeps it away. It's still Casey knocking on the door, though. Will that be the answer? Not with Oski there. More great defending from Team Liquid. Atow beats Itachi. Exotic is just waiting, and Karmine Corp fans will be happy that their players seem to be having so much time on the ball. Liquid are penned right back at the moment.
Until Oski can try and work it over the top of Vatira. Can't do it on that occasion. And a few pre-jumps coming out as well from the Karmine Corp defense, as now Itachi challenges on a Chronic, who wonderfully gets around a couple of them and steals the boost too. That is going to be shutting down Karmine Corp in the short term.
That's a good pop from Atow. Oski is just watching it. How many players can he get by? A couple of them, but not all the way. As Vatira sends it long. A good open game of Rocket League, this one. Exotic and a Chronic in the center. Atow, he's got this bump on his side. Brilliant from a Chronic, and Atow does the easy job.
A Chronic chases, and Atow is able to find an opening. Wonderful work by the duo. Double A getting it done with electric play.
Liquid could not be happier with how the last couple of games have gone, and suddenly it's Karmine Corp that are going to have questions asked about them. Exotic could answer them right now, though, if one more touch goes his way. He's got the ceiling reset, but it's not going to do anything for him. And this is when you start to get frustrated as Casey, when you're turning your car around, chasing it back to your own half.
80 seconds, 2 goals, and another bump attempt. Atow shooting across the net, but look at the movement by Oski to shut down that defense yet again.
Liquid just showing their patience. Oski, yeah, Exotic.
Just go
try and jump, mate. You're going to have Oski over the top of you, and he is an imposing fella. You can't lift him up and out of the sky, so 3-0, it was always going to happen.
He stole my lunch money at the Spring Major.
And you're tall.
I'm a big boy, and that man, he got my £4.30. I was going to get a slice of pizza.
In your own country as well, in London.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Brutal.
3 goals for the good now for Team Liquid. Starting to have some fun with this one. Reading what KC are putting down on the table. Exotic up against Oski. KC, what can they get going? They had games like this yesterday, Stumpy, against German Amigos. Is that the experience they're going to rely on here?
I think they are wildly different teams. I think whatever you learn from German Amigos, unfortunately for KC, can't really be applied here. Mentality-wise, maybe by going, down in a series, because German Amigos did go ahead 2-1 to start us off. But Liquid, they are pushing as hard as they can. They're not absorbing any KC attack. They're not letting KC attack. Atow flicking it wonderfully over the crossbar, saved away, and a pass towards the side. Oski didn't want that ball to be flowing back into the blue half.
And look how unsure Itachi was made as well. Normally, he is supremely confident with where all other 5 cards are on the pitch. He was floating to that ball. He had no idea where Liquid were because they're currently running rings around Karmine Corp all over the pitch. That's a real good sign of how Liquid are playing this one. 10 seconds are ticking down. The game is dead. The series, though, well and truly alive as we're going to head to game 4.
2-1 in favor of Liquid. Myself, Cole, Shogun, and Johnny all predicted a Karmine Corp, not a garbage time goal, but maybe a Karmine Corp win in the grand finals. Regardless, if Liquid get this, we stay with the same amount of points, so it's no real problem. And Karmine Corp, they do sense a problem as a timeout is called.
That's pretty baller, really. Smashing in a finish into the top right and then just typing in timeout. That's a man who has got something to say, is Itachi right now. And I'm sure all of the Karmine Corp team and their coach do. They are going to have to talk this one through